Hey, sweetie. Is it okay if I eat your muffin?
No, I want a bite. It's a lemon puppy. I can try it.
You want a bite of your muffin?
Yes, but I want it a little more.
Sneakly, sneakle, sneakle, sneakle. How's it go? Snickles. It's hard to do though if you really think about it.
Snickles, Snickles, a wonderful cat with Snickles. Meow.
It is a wonderful cat. Snickles, Snickles, the wonderful cat that snickles. Meow. Snickles, Snickles, the wonderful cat that snickles. Oh, did they really do it? Yeah. They covered up the tag right there. It was tagged right there. That was tagged. That size of that plane right there. It's a cargo plane right there.
Get over it. And then I've been on night since then. So she was kind of just like, she just felt like the morning people were kind of being mean to me, is how she put it, because they've been there for 20 years, give or take. So they have their nits away. So, and then plus she needed a nighttime person, like 3 to 10 or whatever, 3 to 11 or something, a few days a week. So, oh, that's just Friday, Saturdays. But no, it's pretty slow. I'm surprised they're still in business. Like we maybe
Try to go straight. It didn't really.
Oh no, I don't know. Every company's different. I don't know. I know there's a state law and a federal law if you work 7 hours. I don't know. I know grocery stores are very strict about the 6 hours.
Right there, they had a fire the other day, and there's a big fire. There's a big fire right there.
Oh no.
Yeah, they put some water in it.
That's genesisofplano.com. Keeping great music alive. Classical 101.1 WRR.
Me waiting for my boyfriend to kiss me after kissing me. Take a chihuahua, trying to help them.
Oh, it's an extreme wildfire danger.
Wildfire.
It's extreme wildfire danger.
This is called extreme left lane. You better hurry up and go.
Yeah. That same car has been following us.
Yeah, I know, right?
Someone's following. Maybe not. Never mind. We just passed by. Seems like someone's following you, doesn't it? Let's do a quick version of the following.
I don't know. I didn't see that. I'm sorry.
It's Black and White by Christopher Nolan. You did a movie about people following one another. They're following. People hit people over the head with a hammer. Someone getting hit in the head by a hammer and following people on the streets of London. It was a movie. Was that a real achoo?
Yes. Oh,
Bless you.
Tissue. There. Gesundheit.
Walking around following people with the hammer. I'm gonna hit you on the head.
Sorry.
I'll take my earring and I'll put it in under by the piano. Well, you can't find it. You won't be able to find your earring anymore. That's what I'll do. Watch me. I can dance, well rehearsed. I'll do it all the time. And then I'll plant the meter on you. Make you look like you were following me when I was following you. Who was following who? Get your foot out of my camera. I'll say get your foot out of my camera. Oh, bloody hell.
You bloody hell.
Practice on my English accent. Don't let cockney.
Look, something happened to his tire.
Oh, something happened to his tyre. Let's look at his vehicle and see what happened to his tyre. Now he's got his tyre put up on the thing that...
Go watch.
What was that thing called?
Java's wearing a go watch.
It's a little toe device. So something happened to his tyre. Wasn't really his
I
tyre.
can't wait to play with my pussycat in about an hour.
You're always playing with your darn pussycat. Alright, we'll be approaching Six Flags here to our right. If you're not familiar with Six Flags, it represents the Six Flags over Texas over the past few hundred years. First starting off the Spanish flag, and they came in for a few hundred years, and then Mexico intruded. After a while, French, or the flag of the French, or the France flag, they came in asking for croissants. And they were here for a few while, so they flew their flag, and Mexico flew its flag. And then finally, Texas said, all right, I've had enough of it, and we'll get our own flag and be our own country. So it was the Texas of the Republic of Texas, its own country for a while, it had its own flag. And then finally, they said, well, let's join the Confederacy for about 5 years, and we'll have a Confederacy flag for about 5 years or so. And then they lost and decided, well, we better join America, the United States of America, and we'll go to a state flag.
Oh my God.
Don't say anything private. We're almost live right now.
Oh no.
Don't say anything. Shh, shh.
Look, there's some rides right here. We'll talk about it in a minute. You've got the Joker over this way. If you look, there's a Joker, and oh, you can see it. You can see them. They're dangling. The human beings dangling right there, all right upside down, just right there. There's the Joker, and there's another Joker right there. The Catwoman right here, or whatever she is. We just now realise at this moment that Wally died from Leave It to Beaver.
His name is Tony Dow.
His name is Tony Dowell.
He was 77.
77 years of age. Not a bad time to die, really.
But some people met him in Mesquite Mall here in Dallas area. So I don't know what city he's from.
Someone met Tony at a mall in Dallas before he died at the age of, you say he died at 77?
77.
He died at the age of 77.
Leave it to the beaver.
Leave it to the beaver. Over to the left, on the other side of the highway, is a place called Ripley's Believe It or Not. It's also a wax museum. You can see it right over there. You see, whatever she be. And that's where they do the wax museum, and can put quite a thrill if you are doing it during Halloween or October. So I just now realised, as I was driving here with Linda, I just now realised that we're coming upon another filming location. And the film is known as Boys Don't Cry, starring Hilary Swank. And it was actually shot in different places or across Texas, of course, there is a saying where you see Hillary Swank smoking on the bong and boys don't cry, and you see Dallas in the reflection of the mirror. Now, I don't know for sure if they drove to Dallas or not. I'm sure they probably did. Hillary Swank would certainly know. But I do know it was in the movie Boys Don't Cry, which, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that Hillary Swank was either up for an Oscar or she possibly may have won one. I don't know for sure, but I think she did, and I'll look it up. We'll find out if Hillary Swank won an Oscar for Boys Don't Cry. So Hillary Swank and Chloe Sevigny was actually in Boys Don't Cry. So Hillary Swank and Chloe Sevigny are both in Boys Don't Cry, directed by Kimberly Pierce in 1999. That's when the movie was released. And there was a moment.
Brittany Murphy did it.
No, it had Hillary Swank and Chloe Sevigny, or however you say her bloody name. Well, she's in it, and Kimberly Pierce was the director. 1999, about a woman who dressed up like a man, pretended like she was a man.
Oh, that one. Gotcha.
Yeah, she went by
Now people are doing that for free now.
Linda says that people are doing that for free, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, her last name, her first name was like Christy, and she like changed the last name and the first name and switched them around to make it more masculine sounding. And there's a scene where they're driving to Dallas, and you can see Dallas in the reflection of the glass. It's quite amazing, but the movie is quite the I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there's a Skarsgård in it. He's got he was also in a movie known as you know that movie Jarhead, where he played a scout spotter. Wasn't quite the sniper, but he was a spotter in the movie. But his name is Skarsgård. He played the bad guy in it, and Hillary Swank was in it along with Chloe Sevigny, and it was about some chick named something Christie, something like that. Well, look, she originally was from Royal, Nebraska, but if you watch the film, you can see Dallas in the windshield. I don't know for sure if they shot. I don't know if it was supposed to also be, but her name was Brandon Tina, also known as Tina Brandon. So she changed her name to Brandon Tina, and I think originally she was from Nebraska, but I'll do some research and find out some information about her. I believe that Scott on Tape had vlogged her grave site, and I believe that Hillary did win. I'm going to look that up as well. It looks like there's a truck with lots of pilots above us, or ahead of us.
Steps.
Ooh, those aren't steps, sweetie.
Oh.
No, it's just a wall.
Berlin Wall.
No, it's not the Berlin Wall. We're in Texas. We're near Dallas. We're nowhere near the Berlin Wall. And they tore the Berlin Wall a long time when they were playing that David Bowie song. You know, the David Bowie song about the wall. They played a David Bowie song, and also a Pink Floyd song called The Wall. They tore the Berlin Wall along that time down. They tore it all down. That's Dallas right there. Now I know, because I remember distinctly in the windshield, Tina Brandon is smoking a bong, and she see the windshield of Dallas, and I don't know why, but I want to say maybe it partially was set there. I think it was partially based upon
You went
Tina
around
Brandon.
in a loop.
I went the way I was supposed to go. We're going towards that. Boys Don't Cry was primarily filmed in Greenville, Texas. So it was actually filmed in Texas. Don't know why, because Brandon Tina, who was transgender, actually lived in Nebraska. She was from Nebraska. And for some unknown reason, they filmed it in Greenville, Texas, and asked Linda to look up some information. And she got mad that I'm going across the bridge. But we're getting to go to see her kitty cat. Oh, there's the bridge right there. It's a part of the bridge, and this is known as the Hunt's Bridge, which was a lady named Hunt, who's a philanthropist, who created this marvelous bridge. And if you look at my Samsung 8, I've got many passes of this bridge. This is early episodes of the show, before PSS, but mostly just the B footage of the bridge. Oh my goodness, did they expand it? And there's the other bridge, the neighbouring one. There's two of them. The other ones over there have got a lot of the bridge over there this way. You can see the bridge that way. And then if you look over this way, over here, you can see a lot of the bridge. Lots of different ways you can go. You can go to Waco and see Brick Roll and there's kitty cats, bites and nibbles. Or you can go to Texarkana, where the opening of the Smokey and the Bandit was filmed in Texarkana in the opening. Now why they came to Dallas, I don't know, but they were shooting Boys Don't Cry with Hilary Swank, and they, I guess, left Greenville and went to Dallas to smoke on a bone, because then it's in the movie. Don't know why. Just to partly tell the story of Brandon Tina, or Tina Brandon.
It's a true story.
It is a true story. Yeah, it's based on a real person. It's transgender. Sorry, I was doing my Alfred Hitchcock voice, or a version
Just
of
turned
English
21.
voice or something. I don't know what it was.
He was murdered by his two former friends after
it was part of a murder. There was a murder involved.
Nebraska.
That did happen.
Biologic female lived his life as a male, and the two former friends discovered his.
I don't think we would want to go to Texarkana. I think we'd probably want to go. Trying to think. Probably Denton. We would want to go to Denton area. Texarkana is for 30 East. That's on the back side where we're trying to go. But yeah, they did do it. It is a filming location. So Dallas is a filming location. But we're focusing on, I guess, Boys Don't Cry. I mean, Dallas has multiple movies that were shot there. They didn't really go into like the downtown area to film. It was only from the reflection of the car, which would be really hard to do because you only see Dallas from the reflection. Also, another movie, going back into my English accent, is a movie called Tree of Life. It was shot with Sean Penn. It was right there. Tree of Life with Terrence Malick was also shot here. Scene right here. Could you move your foot for a minute? Thank you. Yeah, it was also shot here. So this is like a really big area. The bridge just, and then old JFK was shot right about there with all the stone shot. And from what I know from hearing from Gary Oldman, was when he played Oswald. He said that Oliver Stone made everything look exactly like it did when JFK was shot in 63, 11/22/63, 1963. And it was kind of creepy, he said. And there were like firemen or something wandering around, and they got Gary Oldman in there just acting exactly like Oswald. They reenacted the entire scene, made it look like a reenactment, so they could film it for the movie to make it look like it was part of the television news series when Oswald was shot by Jack Ruby. Don't know why. Well, I guess because it was a movie. I guess it makes sense that they do that. And right here is a W. I think that's right there. W. It's totally David Lynch was supposed to be there. When we met David Lynch,
at the Magnolia, I believe. Maybe it was the Magnolia. Anyway, it was the USA Film Festival, and then he went to this place right here. I think the W, or maybe it was back there. I think it was back there. It was way back there, and we didn't see him there at the party. I guess he was tired, but we did see him. We got to talk to him at the premiere of the movie. He was excited about the premiere of the movie. Every once in a while, you want to go by Dallas to see all the updates. And there, lo and behold, is the Dallas version of the World Trade Center. It's not that big, but it's their own version of it. It's only a few stories tall, but they do exhibits and things like that there at the World Trade Center. We'll be getting back into traffic here in a minute. And then, what I call the cigarette lighter Renaissance Hotel, looks like a big cigarette lighter right there. And then on the other side of that is known as the Anatone, which is a famous hotel that my sister had her, I guess she had prom there, like an after party at the Anatole. They got a room, I guess when they were graduating, like after prom or after graduation or something like that. I've been in there a few times. It's pretty cool. It'd be a cool place to shoot a movie. I don't know if they ever have. I'm sure they probably have. Several times, probably. If you know anything about it, leave a comment. And there's the Renaissance Hotel right there. That's a big old truck. Are you reading about Brandon Tina? I don't know why they chose to shoot it in Greenville, Texas. But I guess it was, I don't know, maybe the weather was better or something. There's the Renaissance. Dallas is a pretty big city. We're looking at right now 106 degrees Fahrenheit. I wonder what the temperature was in November when JFK was shot in 1963. I wonder if Oliver Stone tried to readjust the temperature for that day to make the temperature exactly the same.
Why would he do that?
I don't know. I'm just joking. You know, because he made everything else seem like it was exactly like the day when they were.
Probably 62 or 63.
No, he was shot in 63 on a certain day. It was November 22nd,
Remember,
1963.
it's after Halloween. It's usually about 60.
Oh, you're talking about the temperature.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, I thought you were saying that he was shot like, oh, it was around 62 or 63. No, it was 1963 when he was shot. 11:22. Do you know what time, though, he was shot?
What time was it again? I forgot.
If I'm not mistaken, I think it was right after lunch.
11:21.
Some say, well, I mean, of course they know the exact time. I've heard maybe like 10 o'clock. I've heard like after lunch. I know that Oswald supposedly got a Coca-Cola and something to snack on. I think it was a bologna sandwich or something like that. And he made a little meal that he snacked on. I mean, it's almost humorous, but
smoked a cigarette too and drank a beer.
yeah, he didn't drink a beer.
How do you know?
He
Were you
didn't.
there?
No, he didn't.
How do you
He was
know?
sober. He had to
How
be
do you
sober to pull off that shot.
Well, maybe he drank a beer after that because he knew he was.
Yeah, he probably did afterwards. Maybe he probably went
12:30
to
p.m.
Texas
Central
Theater
Time.
and drank himself silly. Maybe
12:30 p.m.
12:30. Yeah, it was after lunch. I was right. He was shot
Yeah,
12:30, right after lunch. He probably made
Time to eat lunch.
a little sandwich, had like some beer. No, he didn't have. They actually know what he ate. He did eat. He had a Coca-Cola. It was a Coca-Cola brand, and he had himself a little sandwich or something like that before
What were his last words?
Who? JFK? JFK or Oswald?
JFK.
Don't know exactly. I've heard this changed several times because they rushed him to Parkland, which was like right over here. They rushed him right
now it went
there.
away. Now I can't read it.
He said. He said something. That lady was giving me the finger, kind of. He said something like.
Just talk with their hands.
What was he say? What did he say?
No, you certainly can't.
That's what he said.
Lily Conley, the First Lady of Texas, turned to Kennedy, who was sitting behind her, and commented, "Mr. President, you can't say Dallas doesn't love you." Kennedy's reply, "No, you certainly can't," were his last words. Located Delhi Plaza, Dallas,
No, you
Texas.
certainly can't.
No, you certainly can't. November 22nd.
Now, what did they say? What was the thing that was said beforehand?
Mr. President, you can't say Dallas doesn't love you.
Oh, it's a
What
double
about
negative.
The First Lady of Texas, Neely Conley. Then Kennedy's reply says,
No, you certainly can't, which is a double negative.
No, you certainly can't.
Well, she said you can't say they.
Mr. President, you can't say Dallas doesn't love you.
That's a double negative.
Well, we don't know that. Somebody wrote that. You know how stupid
Well,
these people are.
She probably, if she, at least she used a double negative, she probably said, they really love you.
All right,
But
what's his famous
that's probably
quote?
what she really said.
Let us never negotiate out of fear, but let us never fear to negotiate.
He also said,
That's from JFK. Don't-
Ich liebe eine Berliner, which means I am a jelly donut.
Really?
Yep. He said it at a speech to Germany, probably around the Berlin Wall.
Are we
He
going
said,
back around in another
I
circle?
love Deutschland. Ich liebe eine Berliner. I love Berlin. Or I am a Berliner. He said that he was a jelly donut because that's what a Berliner was called. You'd say ich bin Berliner. Anyway, I am here to tell you I am a jelly donut. Ich bin eine Berliner. Or some kind of concert or something. I don't know. So it looks like Mom sent a priority mail all the way from Maine. It's in this other box right here, too. It's right there. And this is what it is right here. So
Aww. We got Mississippi in front of us.
my mom usually gives gifts to my friends too, so Linda got a gift too. So looks like we got ourselves an Albertsons gift card up to $250. We don't know which one it is. And then $50 Cheesecake Factory cards, which I'm giving to Linda.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Mom. Yes.
It's called Juggernaut. Never heard of it. Looks pretty good. Hillside Cab. Let's see what it's coming out of.
Still too overpriced.
Well, don't touch the wiring. It's fine. What happened after that?
Okay, I didn't drive for a good amount of time, right? We're talking about 7-8 years. I got stuck on the toll road in Dallas. $8 toll road, 80 miles per hour, underneath a dark tunnel of LBJ, which is obviously known as what? 635, right? I called them. I said, no, I'm not paying this fee. I got stuck on there. I was so scared. I got looped around. I didn't know how to get off. Like, it was the most scariest thing that I've ever dealt with in my life.
Yeah,
It really was.
So you had
It
to pay.
really
You had to
was.
pay quite a bit because they keep charging.
It was the scariest thing
So
versus being
what-
like homeless in San Diego for 2 days.
What happened is
Like, no,
NTTA
no.
will
NTAA.
charge, even if it's $2, a paper fee of $35 over and over again if you don't
Correct.
pay that $2.
Correct.
So they make hundreds of dollars off just someone charging up $2 on the toll.
Correct. Correct.
Over and over and over again.
Yes. Over and over again.
That's wrong.
Yeah, I know it's wrong.
It's a form of theft. Okay, so the reason why you were stuck on the tollway was because you were trying to go back. And once you start to go, you can't go back. It's kind of like time travel. It's scary. You were scared
I was
because you were
scared.
stuck.
This is a dark tunnel. a dark tunnel with some weird lights. And I've watched plenty of movies that have lights and then your car stalls and somebody in front of you. It was 80 miles per hour. Besides Germany, let's look up other states where you go 80 miles per hour. It's either 75 or 80. So just, okay, I could be wrong. But it's 75 or 80 miles per hour.
You were scared, but you're trying to go back.
I was scared because I didn't drive for 8 years.
It's just like time travel.
And then
Can't go back.
they want to charge me $8.
There might be time travel.
$8.
There might be such thing as time
So I
travel.
got stuck on it. I didn't want to be stuck on that damn shitty fucking